Oh, we're live. We're live. Hi, everybody. Woohoo. Meet my friend, Chrystine.
Guys.
Say hi. Hi, Chrystine.
Chrystine.
And Chrystine. Hey, you guys. We're on the Outer Banks right now, which is crazy pants, I know. So here we are for our monthly coming up in well, where are we? We're in Lovevolvenergy everywhere you can think of pretty much, but primarily on the book that is Face and the tube that is you. And I'll be up in about 5 minutes. So replay watchers, you know, go like tap a kidney, go outside, breathe some air. I don't know, do whatever you're going to do. Drink some tea and meet me back here in 5 minutes. And I'm not sure what's going to happen. You know, a lot of this personality that you're seeing right now is being channeled into another project. So we'll see what happens with that. So if you've been following me, you know about this already, and you've already been to my Podia site and you purchased some guided meditations. You've been to my YouTube channel, which you're probably watching on now, although Christy's usually the only one that's on YouTube.
Right? Oh my God.
And some other like, you know, nefarious creatures that are like slinking around doing stuff. Anyway, not about that. But I've been doing more guided meditations and ephemeral kinds of things. And so you know this already. So we'll see how these monthly Fridays go. I will meet everybody again at noontime on Patreon. And the link is in the feed right there. And we're going to chat with Christy over here a bit. Yeah, we're going to become surf chicks and rangers at a, you know, some inspired governmental property, which is a little bit like, I don't know about that, but the rest of it's really good. Yeah. All right. So I'll see you guys here in about 5 minutes time and we'll get to all the things. All right. Yay. Catch you in a sec. Bye. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? I don't know who's showing up today. I don't see any comments yet. Let me just switch over. My lighting looks, I mean, it looks good, but it looks kind of weird at the same time, right? Like, I'm a little bit more tan than this right now. And my teeth like that. Whatever. Malik, hey, what's going on? Is this Malika or is this Malik? And you're joining me on the book that is Face. How's it going? So here we are. This is what we do once a month, and it usually takes my regulars a little bit to show up for this because many of them are on Patreon, and I hang out with them on Patreon a little bit more. And Patreon is just, it's more of like a private platform is what I'd say. It's more of a private platform. It's more of a private platform. It's a private platform as well. It's a private platform where we can go a little bit more in depth and a little bit longer into guided meditations, into readings, into all the things really. So I'm on the road, as you can see. I'm in this absolutely adorable little A-frame on the water in the Outer Banks, and it's absolutely stunning and absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so thrilled to be here. So that's how it's going down, and that's what's true for me. Later on today, we're going to do some sound healing on the beach. We're going to take our koshi bells and our koshi bells and our singing bowls, and we're going to the dunes in the Outer Banks, and we're going to do some sound healing for the wind and the planet and for ourselves. And so that's what, if you were here at the very beginning, if not, rewind and go check it out. You will have met my bestie, Christy. And hey, is she still here? You want to say hi? We just started. Hi. Oh, hey, Lisa. Where are you these days, Lisa? KJ, Kayla, what's going on? Okay, lady. Are you still doing your walks, Kayla? Are you still going outside and walking with the creatures in the forest and doing all of that? Can you do it barefoot? Is it warm enough to do it barefoot now? That would be my recommendation for you, just as like a hit already. That's some of what I've received for myself. But thanks you guys for hanging out. Minnesota. Dandy Warhols. You're familiar with the Dandy Warhols, Lisa? They have a song about you, apparently. Okay, Kayla, good. I'm really glad to hear that. Because that's part of what's happening other than your primary dietary concerns, which is nothing I have any authority to speak on other than my own experience. Having experienced both of the things that you've talked about, other than dietary concerns and lifestyle shifting, which I know is a thing for you, and I know that's what it is. Have you booked a session with Alyssa Helfer yet, KJ? I mean, Kayla? Because I think she speaks to some of those things a little bit more directly, and I really think she's the person for you. I'm moving into different things. As you can tell by some of the other things that I've been posting. And so it's freaked me out just a little bit, if I have to be completely honest. But the freakouts are just something to love. And then I move through. And then I move through, and then I do something else and realign with that energy. And so my energy is moving a little bit more here with some breath and some ease in terms of Love Evolve. In fact, we're going to be shifting from a lot of this big personality that you see into something a little bit more jazz radio voice-like. Not that there won't be laughter and there won't be these moments, but we're moving into channeled sound healing and silent healing, because that's where the truth of much is. And if you need some dialogue, then you're primarily working within the psychology of the chakra system, spinning wheels of light, or perhaps even the Hara dimension. And that is spiritual psychology, which I'm happy to provide. However, I have evolved past that, as have, and Lisa, I know you have too, as have many of my star seeds, star beings, star incarnates, and my earth angelics, my angelics. And so some of my Yahoo Wawa Yeehaw is going to be moving into another venture, which as it becomes more and more manifest, it'll be hard to miss. So you don't have to worry about not being able to see it. You will see it. So today, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? So Kayla, it looks like you're asking for, we got to get you into some neuro-linguistic programming and changing some of the languaging that you're using here, my beautiful, beautiful fairy princess. Because your wealth is in the earth and the nature itself. And so when I mention Alyssa, I'm not sure what she's functioning on, but if you private messenger her and say, hey, can we work something out? I suspect she'll be quite open to that. So that aspect of you that is queen, Kayla, needs to rise up and puff up your ovaries and your heart and say, hey, this is my situation. This is where I need guidance. And Alyssa will help you. Yeah, please do that. And tell her I mentioned it. I believe that she's been on here with us and you have dialogued with her a little bit. I feel like that's the way to go. And really, a lot of what we're doing with Saturn in Pisces and the Saturn Piscean energy moving around us is we're anchoring our dreams, which does not take old school Piscean era coinage. What that takes is a deeper trust in what your heart is actually telling you, what your body is telling you. Because first things first, people, first things first. First things first. The first steps don't require cashola or coinage. They just require listening and being present with. Listening and being present with. On it, Kayla, I'm on it. Yeah, I'll do that for you right now. Let's see. I can't remember. She's on YouTube and she is she's also on the Book That Is Face. And let's see if I just plug that in, that may do that for you. But it will at least give you some place to go, Kayla. Hey, David. David, we got to talk, my musician friend. We've got to talk. And I have somebody for you to talk with. She's another starseed. Chrystine, you still around? No, she's outside having conversation. But we're about to go to the sand dunes in the Outer Banks, OBX, North Carolina, and do some sound healing. And David, I'm moving into this whole other way of being that you know all about, but I'm being more bold, more brave, and more true to the ephemeral nature of the deeper energy work. Oh, Alyssa, I am. Lisa, I'm also on, if you go to Lovevolvenergy as a Facebook page, You'll find that there. But you may be on that, or just my name, Chrystine Marguerite, on a Facebook page, but also on YouTube. But I don't think that there's anybody on YouTube right now. I believe everybody is on the Lovevolvenergy site. That's my guess. Oh God, my lighting is making me look like I have these huge bags under my eyes, and maybe I do. I don't know. Anyway, so there's a lot afoot. I'm up here just for a little bit today, and if you need something, let me know. Yeah, David. You feel like visiting North Carolina? I mean, hello. So there's just a lot going down. There's a lot changing. And really, can you still hear me if I'm right here and I'm going to speak a little bit more softly as I'm this close to the mic? Please let me know. Because this is a little bit more where I'm going. This is a little bit more where I'm landing. If you're interested in messages and anything of the like, and Malik, I see you and I'm on it. That is fading out of my practice as a specificity. When you book a session with me, it's anything can happen day. And channeled messages may come through, cards may need to happen, other things may need to happen. I too am on my my own healing journey, releasing some of the old energetic yokes of my past that have to do with patterning and belief systems. And so, okay, great. Thanks, Malik. Thanks, David. All right. Yeah, David, just PM me, okay? Like, just do how we usually do, all right? I do sort of have plans in and out, David, but PM me and just let me know what you need, and then we can figure it out from there. Like, I feel a little bit like you're on the cusp of something, but you don't believe it. Is that true? And I feel like there's a certain amount of we're going to ask you to cultivate some strength. Jamie! Good morning, beautiful. There's a little bit of imbalance and a lack of trust in what it's sort of this thing that we're taught as humans to I'll believe it when I see it. And what the cards are saying for you, Malik, is you got to believe it and then you'll see it. And it looks like you've planted some stuff. You've already planted some ideas. And maybe it's just little sprouts now. And it's going to require a little bit of patience on your part, Malik. And the necessity of this deep strength to come through you. Strength not as power, but the strength of love. So that is referring to the Leo astrological sign and how that influences the heart. And it's this fierceness of love where the lion will protect the lamb because they are all of one. So that's my brief for you. And it seems like I can relate, right? So if you are going through a period, I just want to name it for you, Malik, that to call it shadow work, you're in a period of shadow work is too strong. But I need to mention it because that's accessible. Like that will have meaning for many of us and perhaps for you. But it's more like patterned beliefs that dictate your sense of self. So I'm going to say that again, Malik. Pattern beliefs or belief systems, patterns of thought, patterns of thinking that dictate who you call I am, who you are. There's hope Like we just got the card. Where is it? It was Five of Pentacles reverse. Points to a lot of stuff going on, but a strong beam of light and a strong beam of hope. But we are required to really draw on the strength of the heart. So please, before you go into any kind of mental body or even energy body excavation of shadow, connect with the richness of the heart before you dive. All right, Malik, that's what I have for you. And that's I only said that once. I could say that multiple times. It's pretty significant. That's pretty significant. I hope that's helpful, Malik. There's no try. There's only do. Don't push it. The only thing to do is rest in your heart and then see what arises. If it doesn't arise, no matter how much you want to work on a pattern, if it doesn't arise, it's not time. It's not time. Trust that. Don't bully yourself. Don't pressure yourself. Trust it. And to complete that, Malik, we have the star card. So prayers and wishes granted. You're welcome, baby. You're welcome, lion-hearted. Ha, Jimmy. Jimmy. Lisa? Yeah. Lisa, do you want just a random? Because really, the 10 a.m. once a month is just a hangout. At noon, we're going to be on Patreon, and I'm going to be interviewing a starseed, and her name is Chrystine, and she's a sound healer, a vocalist, and she creates divination card decks, visual artist as well. Okay. Ooh, highly intuitive woman. God, the High Priestess card popped right out, Lisa. And I know that you are. So, I kind of want to do, I'm feeling very love and money for you, so very sacral. Are ya, David? All right, well, join us on Patreon. So as I'm shuffling for Lisa, let me just plug a little bit. I guess I'm very, how do I want to say this? To be completely honest and authentic, I've started the Patreon because I'm kind of sick of these larger platforms and the privacy issues here. And so Patreon's a private platform where we do pratfalls, apparently. Okay. Oh my gosh. So the cards are just popping for you all over the place, Lisa. So I'm guessing you're really feeling this Pisces and Taurus, Pisces and Saturn dialogue, because it's like the reins of the horses are pulled in. Anyway, what was I plugging? I was plugging Patreon. I think I only have 3 subscribers. And I think at the level I'm at, I'm allowed 100 or 150 subscribers, something like that. And we're just going to build it slowly. We're just going to build it slowly over time. David, she's at the level that you are. Just saying. So if you needed a friend, that's where she is. Just in terms of, what her energy system is doing. Just to say. And the interesting thing is she is an earth sign astrologically. So here's the dichotomy. All right, so I'm just going to finish that plug. So Patreon, the link is at the top of the information box above, and I also put it in the feed over here. And so depending on what tier you join, the basic tier, I think it's 10 or 20 bucks. I don't really remember. And that's every Friday at noon. We do chats, we do energy healings, we do interviews. Every Friday we hang out at noon Eastern. Yeah, I think it is, right? You're next, Jamie. You're next, Jamie, baby. If you're on the second tier, and each tier is a little bit more money. I am all over the place, right? And that's a little bit of the energy here. Because for you, we've got lots of emotions. We've got lots of cups and pentacles. So lots of emotions and groundedness. And I feel like something is a little bit... I'm just feeling love. Did you fall in love? Do you want to fall in love? It just looks like you've just said fuck it and you're just going to fall off the cliff. And do you know what happens when you jump off the cliff? The rainbow catches you. That's the general that's happening there. All right, yeah. Let me focus on Lisa. I'll talk more about Patreon in a bit because she's already getting some cards here. You know, the only fire we have here is it's sort of when the heavy hitters come together, when they join together rather than fighting against each other, where they join together and they create this enormous spark moving forward. I don't want to call it a bonfire. That's a little bit too earthy. Yeah, that's what the cards are saying. And you're on the verge of mastery of your material life, your day-to-day living, your mundane living situation is on the verge of mastery, is what it looks like. And again, these are general. I'm not, see, when we work with cards, we work with different decks, and each deck tweaks the meaning of the card a little bit differently. So I'm really drawn to this one particular card that rose for you, Lisa. So typically this Eight of Wands is about, this positive spark that's coming together. And so what it's showing me in reverse is the sort of like an undelay. It's either a pattern of hesitancy and a pattern of holding back, or there's some kind of delay. There's some kind of like, ooh, not yet. So let me feel Lisa's energy. I feel like you've already blown past that, but there are some on the edges of your energy. There's like the dregs of what used to be a pattern of holding back from the full force of you. And it may even be some parts of your life where you're still holding back on that may activate it more than others. But I just feel like girl doesn't have time for that bullshit anymore. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here, Lisa? Like, I really think you're past that. If you want to do something a little bit more specific, maybe the cards will say, we're blowing through these old traditional structures, which could be a little bit destructive, but I think you're okay, Lisa. I think you're okay. So I'm just wondering if you're asking me to pick up on something. Okay, every card that comes up, it talks about hesitancy. And I honestly can't tell if that's past leaking into your present. What's going on? New love, new beginnings in the emotional realm, new starts. Did you just discover something that has like, you've gone, and your heart has just activated. I feel love, down to summer. It's pentacles all over the place for you. And traditionally, so the Lover's card just dropped out, Lisa. Traditionally, lovers meant, the Lover's card meant more of like a yin yang energy, a opposites combining, and perhaps a choice of a fork in the road, going one way or the other way. Contemporary understanding of the Lover's arcana is a coming together, is more a melding in a balanced way. Two of Pentacles really describes the balance of your mundane world, just the practical shit. Lisa, where are we? Just the practical shit. And so I'm really curious. I'm going to do a few more cards here, Lisa, because I just want to find more clarity. I know you asked for a general. And guys, this is kind of what happens when there's a general. Like, you know, it's... oh, are they? Okay, cool. Gosh, I kept seeing this. Are you not being honest with yourself? Are you hiding something from your own mind? Or, you know, do you think it's one way when really deep down it's another way? Because I got that Seven of Wands reversed, and that's sometimes what that looks like. And the Eight of Swords, right? And the Eight of Cups. So the eights energies. Let's talk about eights, because we have all these. The eights, you've got a lot of eights arising in this card pull here, Lisa. Eights talk about, on a very basic level, abundance and bringing together of many pieces before complete fruition. And we have a couple of them thwarted. So emotionally, you're holding back. I mean, not emotionally, with your fire and with your passion and your drive and your Hara dimension. You're a little bit like, and you got a lot of choices. And in terms of, you know, Eight of Swords reversed, you just got to pick one and not get lost in the trees, you know, get lost amongst the trees for the forest. So it's a little bit like that. Where there is clarity is that you've just been like, emotionally with relationships, you're a little bit like, excuse my French, but fuck all y'all. I'm just going it alone. I'm just going to do this alone. And you're just walking away into the magic, into the sunset. And so this feels like present time. So if you needed somebody to reflect back to you, what you feel to be true for yourself, that's what I'm picking up. Here we go again. You have pentacles everywhere, Lisa, and we've got the potential of your mastery of being a wealthy woman, and you've got it under control, hinges upon you getting your shit together in these other areas of your life and unleashing your awesome. But maybe you can't quite do that right now. And I'm not sure why that is. And it's partly because I feel so much other strength here and so many other, like, you cognizantly know. And it's all there for you. But for some reason, timing wise, it's like, you know, where you pull. This is what the cards say. When you pull back the bow, the tighter the bow is strung, with more force is that arrow going to shoot forward. So Lisa, kind of looks like that. So if that's how you want to do it, that's what you're priming yourself for here. And it may be a little bit of solo time on that. So, and definitely when we have this many pentacles in a card spread or card reading, apparently that's what I'm doing today, people. You know, you're probably an entrepreneur. And if not, you have the entrepreneurial spirit. And that is where your thrival is going to happen. Because we're way past survival at this point, Lisa. And once you really decide to release your full force and let go within the passion inside, and just choose, just find clarity and choose, there's this unstoppableness. But it's not going to feel crazy pants despite all this force propelling you forward. It's not the release of the bow and the arrow shoots forth like with crazy pants. It's very forceful. It's very forceful. So good job. Really, like, taking it to heart. Hey, excuse me, hold on. Just have to choke on my own Jesus for a minute. I hope that was helpful, Lisa. That's what came through. Hope that was helpful. I hear you, Jamie. Yeah, totally. You know, and Saturn's a bitch, right? So, I mean, it can be helpful if you harness it. David? Yeah. Okay, of course I have time for you. Right, Jamie? Let that be a lesson to us all. Okay, what's going on here? Let me just shuffle these beasts. I happen to love this deck. Lightseers Tarot. I just like the vibe there. I like the vibe. All right. Let me shuffle. I don't even know if you can hear me shuffling over here. I know, isn't it gorge? Totally gorge, right, Jamie? Let's see. David, anything specific or just a single card pull just as a message? We can do that. Really old school here today, guys. Really old school. Powers unleash. Powers unleash, Bergie. All right. You just want to see what comes through? Sounds good. Right, Maria? All right. Whoa. So what popped out? Hey, Julie! Hi! What, you need me to pay attention to that? David, what is going on here? So the initial card that comes out is Ace of Swords. So already you can see the geometry, but all that really means is an epiphany, a new idea. But knowable. When we're talking about swords, we're talking about knowable things. And you also, what does this deck say about lovers reversed? So there's something about your relationship with other people. I feel like that's a regular theme with us. Hey, everybody, before I continue with David, so everybody, I want to introduce you to Julie Bassett. She's an animal communicator and has many lifetimes as a nature element incarnation. So there's Julie, guys. There's Julie. I've got a lot of intuitives and starseeds here. But Julie's very skilled with animal healings and intuitive messages and things like that. Very compassionate woman. All right, David. So it talks about complications and particularly communication with other humans. And they may be people that are kind of close to you. It doesn't feel like there's a harshness about it, but if there's a new idea and it comes to your mind, which is very sharp and very high IQ'd, you are, what is on the heels of that is a lot of powerful visceral energy. So if there's something, it's not so much a miscommunication, but a block to communication or block to that kind of connection with other humans. Communication, connection. It could be as far as community, but it's feeling kind of tight in. So there's a dance between this mental epiphany, this new beginning, this new seated thought, and you actually moving forward with it. Oh, okay. David, we got to talk, babe, because the cards that are coming out are like a little too mundane for who I've known you to be. But it is talking about this personal power of yours, and it's talking about community and just the translation. And so I'm excited to hear about what this new venture is. So it feels like, so what I'm hearing is that it's describing what has happened. So some of this disconnection and disharmony feels like just through habit, getting habitually drawn into the drama wheel. And by doing that, you there's a forgetfulness that happens. The forgetfulness of just breathe and just the simple tasks and the beauty of the sunrise and the simple things. Is that right? That's what they're telling me. So I'm a little bit confused because this is not typical, David. What am I getting here? Is this him hesitating, or is this... It's just like I'm searching for an answer here because I want to tell you. I want to tell you what's going on. Just give me one more for David here, guys. Give me one more. Are you back to is the yellow woman back? Because I have her card here. So the Empress energy talks about mastery of empathy and mastery of what we often call the divine feminine, which is compassion, and the mastery of the heart. It's the Empress of the Cups cards. It's the mastery of the heart. Is the overseer of all the things. And that is where your intuition comes from. In contrast to that is the sharpness of your mind. And when the sharpness of your mind kicks in, it puts you on the raging bull. But you're holding back the reins of this raging bull because there's some kind of disconnect with what it looks like is community and your capacity to communicate this. I don't know. I'm kind of doubting myself now, David. I'm not sure if any of this is resonating with you, but we can come back and see what else is going on. and the need to be really honest with yourself by going deep into hibernation. Really honest. Julie. Okay, I hope that's helpful, David. We'll talk later. I hope that's helpful. I just keep the High Priestess card just keeps pulling out. So, Julie and David, you can ride those waves. She who listens deeply. Aspect of self that listens deeply. Julie, you just want general? Gosh, I don't do cards that often, but why not? I mean, they're here. Did you just start a new project yourself? I'm getting all these aces keep popping up for all you guys. So let's just say, the energy of the ace is new beginnings. Oh, I hear you, David. So did it lead to a new idea, a new concept about how you're manifesting, of what you're doing in a way? Oh, Julie. What's going on with your mental state? Okay. You guys, is it just Pisces being anchored by the Saturn energy? Is that what's going on for all of us? All right, Jules. We have patience, time, the turning of the karmic wheel, but I feel like that's very much your essence. The wheel card, or in this particular deck, that's the world. The world is your oyster kind of card. Are you feeling, it just looks like mental and energetic blocks? Okay. Julie, we know you're a strong woman, and it's really important for you to be so strong that you're capable of asking for help. Are you resisting assistance? That would be my question, because you're making it mentally harder for yourself, this arduousness, because you're kind of being evasive when people are offering you help, and you're like, no, oh, no, like it just and I mean, that could be a pattern from your past. It just could be, it could be something as simple as like what we might call baggage, like a pattern carrying forth into our present. I feel like here your divine feminine innate wisdom and knowing is requesting that you receive help and support and assistance. And there's part of this pattern where you are an island. No, I can do this. And understandably, right? This has a ripple effect in your next steps, in your taking the next step and moving forward. You're Julie, you're this. This. Old patterns of mind are like, and they're clouding it. And you're about to be the girls who's about to launch, but you're like, I don't know. It's for you. Are you a Libra? Yeah, is that true? There may be other ways You may be thinking about it too much. You might be thinking about it too much. There may be, I think there's another way. The delay might be around, like, it's important to not bully and to not push ourselves. For me to not bully or push you, and for you to not bully or push yourself. Oh wait, no, you're a tree. You're an earth sign. Oh, you're a Taurus. Of course you are. So I'm going to say something big here, Jules, and I feel like the cards are saying that you are perhaps not dreaming big enough. This is you. This is you, Julie. Okay. It's bigger than you can even understand. And it has nothing to do with coin wealth, because unlike everybody else, you are not getting an abundance of pentacles here. You're getting a lot of swords cards. You're getting a lot of mental energy. What's coming down is even bigger than you realize. And another new beginning in your heart, Jules. I know there have been pains in the past. You're right. Like, it shows us the Three of Cups, the ouch, but it shows you healed and a new twinkly heart. All right, here's our first Pentacles, and we're going to end on this. 9 of Pentacles, girl. That is fruition with a capital F. Fruition. You've done it. You've cultivated it. The fruit is there for the picking. Do not hesitate. You don't need the money. You think you need it. The support is going to come from another. The exact support you need is going to come from another source. Julie, check it, girl. Like that. Like, it's all. This is all what's coming. I'm not even going to entertain. I'm not going to entertain your doubts because they have no place. Okay, you just keep doing you. World is your oyster. Give the monkey mind a banana to chew on, because it's not your friend right now. It's going to, like, the new ideas aren't going to come from here. They're going to come from here. And they're going to come from your belly. You're a Taurus. You know this. You know this. Yes, and. Yes, and. Okay, Julie, I'm going to give you some homework. You ready? And you're going to be like, I know. When you try to give Taurians advice, they're like, fuck you. I don't need your advice. I know how to do this. Go away. Like, I know. I love you guys for that. I know that. So your homework, if you choose to accept it, is to spend 2 hours listening to Abraham Hicks. Okay? Two hours listening to Abraham Hicks. Because this is your speed bump. This is your speed bump. All right, guys, where are we time-wise? I had no idea I'd actually be up here for an hour. Did I address everybody's needs? I can only, I see what I see in the feed. Okay, great. So that question you posed to me, money's an illusion. I know it seems really, really real, Julie. But when somebody's essence is two arcana, so when you have the arcana of the high priestess and the wheel or the world, what does that tell you, Julie? What does that tell you? It tells me I call bullshit on your Turian. You got to think it to death and you have to figure out where the money's coming from. So I'm just calling your bullshit, Julie. You can accept that or not. That's okay. So where is it happening later? So Patreon, once a month. Hopefully this will be happening in March. Once a month on Patreon, we do an ecstatic dance session. And once a season, we do a weekend day-long retreat. So that just depends on your patron level. And so what the patron level is, you get a monthly charge, whatever you want that to be. Every Friday, I'm up there, and that's the baseline. So that happens no matter what level you're at. You get every Friday at noon East Coast time. So noon East Coast time is 9 West Coast time, and you guys can do the math in between. I think that's what it is. So what is that? There's that Mountain 10, I think, and Central 11. Quick math. Jenny, hi Jenny. Okay, Maria. Yeah, why not, right? So noon every Friday on Patreon, we do this. What I'm doing here, we do this. Only we go more in depth. And I will spend 2 hours and all the things. And we'll have interviews and we'll talk about all the things. Where is she? Maria. Oh my God. So, Maria, for you, I'm going to talk about mental mastery. And this may be, after a lot of effort in that direction to really find an equanimous state, not just in your heart, but in your head. Yeah. And if you go up into the information box, it's going to be the top line is going to give you the Patreon link. Go there. That's the link. Let me scroll up and see if I can just isolate that. I think I can. Maybe not. Here, I'll find the link for you. Where is Patreon? Oh, here it is. Here, I'm just going to isolate it, and I'm just going to give you guys the link, okay? It's just the link. It's going to be Patreon at Lovevolvenergy. Let me know if that went through. Let me put it over here too. Are we on Chrystine's page? Yeah. Here, I put it all the places. So you guys hopefully will have that. That's the link for the interview at noon. La, 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 la. Well, because we have Queen of Swords, we have Page of Swords and Queen of Swords. So that just talks about scholarly. All right, I gotta go soon. That just talks about mastery of the mind and your efforts in mastering the mind. A cool, not that you're devoid of heart, but it's a kind mind, cool, calm, collected, able to hold space with evenness and balance. And you got it going on, like Stacy's mom. So that's the kind of that cool, calm mind. That's what you want your pediatrician to be like this. It's kind of pediatrician energy. That's what I want to say. So not devoid of heart or humor or kindness, but primarily you're full of compassionate mind, Maria. Did you have a question? Janet, baby, my artist friend. So we also have this magician energy. Oh, do you really? Well, more psychic than I realized. So it shows you as that as your primary state of being. But we have this magician energy coming up. So that talks about the mystic. But the mystic, more in terms of energy, which can be emotional and heart-based, but is energy medicine. All right. Did you have a particular question here, Maria? Because I'm just getting who you are. But I mean, you know, so we have a cups cards coming out where you like your emotions are activated by childhood memories or memories from your past of, you know, love and bonding and connection. So give me something more specific, or we can just leave it there and I can dive a little bit more deeper. More deeper, more deeply. All right, David. See you then. Just talks about creativity and manifestation, mastery. All right, what's she asking? Oh, hey, Yvette. You're in a twin flame journey. Fabulous. None of the cards that I'm pulling are indicating that yet. But if you want more information about, we can do that. You know, just master manifester energy is what I'm getting primarily. I don't see a question. I don't see a question, you know, unless you're, you know, that. I guess the cards are just telling me with, you know, what it, had I just tuned in energetically. Okay, well, you got it. Reflected back to you in the cards. Okay, so energetically, you're welcome, sweetheart. If you had a question, it would have to do with when your gaze rests upon your manifested reality in terms of the collective. So some kind of grounding there. I'm not sure that you want to change, but a change is available for you if you're interested. I feel like you're kind of good, Maria. I feel like you're kind of good. Yeah. I feel like secretly you're kind of a wild woman. You know, the chick that rides motorcycle? I secretly, you know, you, so maybe I don't want to talk anymore about that because I feel like you maybe want to keep, you know, the wild woman thing hush hush in certain circles is a little bit what it feels like. So we're just going to leave that there. Oh, all right. I don't know if this is coming in for you, Maria, but I just want to name it the Page of Pentacles. So we're talking, I know that you're talking twin flames, but I just keep getting individuation here, Maria. And, you know, for a really strong partnership, each partner needs to be highly individuated. And the deeper you go, the more individuated you need to be, really. And all the cards are pointing at that. I do feel like there's some kind of new beginning happening. And it may, there's something new coming. And there may be a little bit of a humbling in it. because it's so new. And because in this arena, you already have so many skills to bear upon it. But it's something that's going to lead you to wealth and a little bit more of a lucrative, I keep getting the word, a lucrative flow. And so but a lucrative flow that is going to be, that's going to arise as a new thing. All right, that's what I got for you, Maria. You're an LMT. I was once an LMT. Okay, great. So, if everything I have been saying resonates with you and it's just a reflection back to you, then maybe you just needed a little bit of cheerleading, a little bit of encouragement there. And again, girl. All right. So the two cards that just randomly came out, again, you guys are all vibing together, are the Strength primary major arcana and the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is going alone with your heart, and the Strength is that leonine heart, just the penultimate leonine divine feminine energy, a kind of mastery of the human heart. So I don't know what the message of you going solo in some capacity is the theme with all the cards. So take that as it comes and as you will. Yeah. I see that. I mean, you're saying that as your past. I feel that is your present and your future a little bit too, Maria. So keep going in that direction. Keep going. Hey, Katie. Hi, Lori. I've a little bit run out of time, Lori, but let me just see what card just pops out. So I'm just going to do a one card. All right. Ace of Cups, new beginnings of the heart. All things go. All things go. Is that helpful, Lori? Yeah, I mean, really, that's what you asked about. So I don't know if that's any new information. Of curiosity, I'm just going to check this other card and just to see if they give you any more. Just your heart is open and filled with love. So 2 thumbs up. You're good to go, Lori. You're good to go. It's just the beginning. This is only the beginning. All right, you guys. In less than an hour, we're going to be live on Patreon, and we might do a little bit of this, but we also we're going to do an interview with Christy Wynn, and you're going to find out about her starseed path. I'm glad you guys are all excited about it. If you scroll up, you can see that I posted this tiny link, and there it is on the screen again. So maybe you want to write it down. I'm just starting the channel, so it's a whole bunch of new stuff, right? And I won't be up here again until March 24th or 26th, I believe. But Fridays at noon, I'm on Patreon. And Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern, I'm in the Lightshine Lab, mostly doing guided meditation. But this week, we're doing ecstatic dance. What? It's going to be enorm. So the links for all of that are in the information boxes, either above or below. If you're on YouTube, it's below. If you're on the book that is Face, it's going to be above. And all the information is there. You just got to, be an adult and weed through it and figure it out. Like, that's what we do on these. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. I want to send a heartfelt thanks to all y'all. I'm so glad it was helpful. Really, really glad it was helpful. This doesn't happen without you guys hanging out with me here. You know that, right? Like, this does not happen unless once a month we hang out and do this. So if you want to hang out weekly, that's the Patreon thing. Otherwise, once a month, I'll be here. And if you feel like joining the Lightworkers Lab, we can meditate together and ecstatic dance. And all of that is for energetic healing, together with the idea that it lets you be more autonomous. If you need some more one-on-one time with me, go on to my website, lovevolvenergy.com, book a session. If you that's out of your price range, or like you're just not there, but you want some more, go to the YouTube, go to Patreon, which is a storefront where you can buy digital media. We can buy energy healing sessions pre-recorded. You can buy meditation retreats pre-recorded. And it's all pretty, like, if you're functioning at that level, it's all pretty affordable. So that's what I have on offer. And I will see you guys Patreon in about an hour. And again, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I sincerely hope this was helpful. I sincerely hope that you can be trusting yourselves and more autonomous. And if you need something more, follow the homework. PM me and we'll figure all the things out. Okay, I'll see you on Patreon pretty soon. Bye.